Peace, love, and light, family, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new here and you don't know how tarot works, it is a general love reading for singles and those in situationships, okay? Which means everything won't resonate because it is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Also keep in mind that roles are interchangeable, so you should place yourself and anybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know where the people in your story go. I only read the energy, all right? So we're going to get into it. This is for my Libra gang, okay? So happy birthday, Libras. Yeah, if you have recently celebrated a birthday or you are about to celebrate one. All right, we're going to get into it. Libra, as I sat here meditating on your energy, right away I get the sense that there may have been someone that you were dealing with in the recent past, or that you're still currently dealing with. And I feel like you get the sense that this connection, this situation is not for you. Maybe things aren't aligning. Maybe, you know, they came in, you know, all hot and heavy and then pulled back, and maybe you're noticing some inconsistency. But there's a sense here that something comes in for you once you disconnect from what is not for you, right? Remember that the longer that you entertain someone who is not for you, the longer it's going to take for your person to find you, okay? So right now, that's the energy that I'm coming up. Yin energy is all about receiving, receptivity, and being open to receiving. Sorry about that, you guys. Yin energy is the divine feminine energy, right? So this is a time where you should be allowing people to show you who they are with their actions, right? And once you see that somebody's showing you with their actions who they are, believe them, okay? Also, don't try to force anything. Don't try to take control of anything. Allow things to unfold the way that they are meant to unfold, right? Yin energy, that divine feminine energy, is all about staying in your peace and in your power and in that femininity, right? Allowing things to come to you. We don't chase, we attract. All right, so let's get into it. Spirit, tell me about the energy right now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, for my Libra singles and those in situations. What's going on with Libra? Thank you. Ooh, Three of Swords. Yeah, see, I feel like somebody has recently suffered a disappointment. Libra, somebody, you know, and this is your energy. This is air energy, right? Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And so I feel like, you know, somebody has disappointed you, or you just get the sense that something is not for you because it can't move forward with the Six of Swords coming out in the reverse, right? I feel like something may have started, like I said, and then it couldn't move forward, and you seem to be stuck in this energy, right? You want what you want, and I get it. You can't help who your heart loves, but you know, unfortunately, there are those times where you got to make a head over heart decision, okay? You know that if somebody's showing you that they are inconsistent, or they're leaving you confused, in a state of confusion. You know, it's funny because I was watching a reel earlier. I forgot the guy's name, but he mentioned how one of the top like red flags. He was specifically talking to women about men, but this is in general, right? When the top red flags is inconsistency, and inconsistency breeds confusion. And then he went on to say, you know, confusion breeds games, and games breed wasted time. That's what it sums up to, right? A waste of time. So I feel like, you know, when you see that somebody's being inconsistent with their actions with you, right, despite what they say to you, I feel like, you know, there's this feeling, this inner knowing, right? Because we do watch, you know, people's actions, right? The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I also feel like for some of you, this could be, you know, maybe you started dealing with somebody and you notice that you're just not excuse me, you're not attracting the same opportunities, or maybe your money's funny. I always say one of the biggest clues when you're dealing with people, and it could be friendships, it could be in, you know, romantic relationships, partnerships, whenever you notice that your money is somehow, you know, flip-floppy, like you're losing more than you're gaining, you're having financial difficulty, and, you know, if you sit back and you reflect and you're like, damn, you know, I'm not saying blame them, I'm just saying that it's a clear indicator of the energy that you are either embodying or that is around you, right? Because at some point we do absorb, right? I know the saying, you know, observe, don't absorb, but no matter what, at some point, if you stay in situations that are unhealthy or not meant for you, you begin to absorb that energy, all right? Because we are like sponges, okay? So yeah, I feel like you may have encountered some sort of recent disappointment by something that couldn't move forward here, right? Maybe you had hopes, you know, that you were going to be in a relationship or that things were going to go, and you're just kind of stuck in your head and confused about this situation. And I feel like, yeah, there was an offer here. Offer. Oh my God. The New Yorker, it came out of me. There was an offer here. Yeah, somebody held back, right? Somebody held back their emotions. Somebody held back their feelings. Somebody just reserved themselves, is being very just disconnected. I don't feel that there's an emotional connection here. Maybe this person just was not emotionally available for you. The Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like somebody is doing a lot of thinking about whether or not they want to invest in this connection. And I feel like this person pulled back their energy basically from you. I feel like it could be that you're not even speaking to them at this time, right? It could be that they, you know, stonewalled you or they ghosted you, because I just get this energy here of somebody being quiet. And the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, you know. The King of Cups is typically somebody who's very much in control of their emotions. But I'm getting the sense here that this person is really... I feel like they're holding on to everything that they're feeling, okay? With that Two of Swords, I don't think that you're speaking. I don't think that you guys are saying much to each other. I do have the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, so I feel like you had hopes for an offer. But I just don't see that. Yeah, Nine of Swords, you were super disappointed. I feel like whoever this is for, you're stuck in this energy where it's causing, if somebody's causing you anxiety because 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out, you know, 1 minute they want something with you, and pay attention to the actions. You know what I mean? Like, actions tell you everything that you need to know. And again, inconsistency is one of the biggest, if not the top flag, right? Nobody is ever too busy, and people make time for the things that they want. They prioritize the things that they want. Okay, tell me about the Eight of Swords here for Libra. What is the Eight of Swords? Yeah, Ace of Swords, which is like you are in your head about whatever it was that went down, but I feel like you're stepping into some clarity. I just feel like you're having a hard time accepting the truth. It's like, again, you know the truth about this situation, but you're not, it's like you're not wanting to see it that way. Two of Pentacles. I feel like somebody was juggling here, right? So this person either had multiple options, another option, or, you know, just was juggling more than one person. And I feel like you were part of that lineup. And either you want to gain some understanding. I feel like you could be feeling like, well, what happened? You know, and you want to, it's like, I want to know. I need to know, like, what happened, right? But you really don't need to know. You don't. Why do we always want to know? If somebody pulls back their energy, that should tell you everything that you need to know. about where you stand in their life, right? You don't need an explanation. You don't need to see the thing that's going to hurt you like smack dab in front of your face. I know we say that, right? Some people need that shit. Some people need to see the girl or the guy with the other person in order for them to get it. And even then, sometimes we still don't get it, right? Because if you're living in denial, it doesn't matter. You're going to see what you saw, and the person is either going to gaslight you, or you're going to gaslight yourself into believing what you want to believe. Tell me about the Three of Swords, the Chariot. One more here. Yeah, and Justice. So it could also be that with a Chariot and Justice here, I feel like it could also be that you're like, I want to see this person's karma. And the more you focus on, like somebody else's, like that's between them and God, that's between them and the universe. You don't got to worry about, somebody else's karma. Let God handle them, okay? But with Justice and the Chariot here, I think that this is about you being honest with yourself and having the willpower, the strength, and the clarity to move forward away from this connection and this situation. Because I feel like you could feel that, just things weren't fair. You may want the truth. You may want an explanation. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Someone here just was not honest. There was a lot of deception. Excuse me. I feel like you want a conversation as well. Like you're hoping for a conversation with this person. Yeah. Five of Swords. You feel defeated. And that's you as well, by the way, Libra, right? The Justice card is you. So when you show up in your own reading, it does put you in a position of power. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm just picking up that energy a lot. It may mean something to you. It may not. It doesn't have to be that case, right? But I just feel like somebody here has shown you that they can't be trusted. You feel that they can't be trusted. You know that this person is not for you. Not for you, right? Because some relationships are just not meant to be, right? Every pot has a lid. This one don't fit you, babe. And so I feel like something else is coming for you. And Spirit is saying here, you need to be willing to wait for what's yours, okay? You need to be willing to wait for what is yours. Tell me, give me the energy for Libra's person. I don't want this to be too long, no more than 15 minutes. Yeah, Four of Cups. You made them an offer and they weren't interested. You either, and again, place yourself where you see fit. This could have been the other person, but I'm picking up that this is your person's energy here, where you feel you were rejected, right? Remember that rejection is a sign of God's protection. Rejection is redirection. There's something better for you, something more in alignment with you, Libra. The Four of Cups is about missed opportunity, but what is meant to be yours won't pass you by. What's really yours won't ever miss you, ever. You won't have to do the most, okay? I feel like this person just was not emotionally available. The Three of Wands. Yeah, there's this energy of waiting, right? And I feel like they left you waiting. I feel like anybody who is not prioritizing you or makes you wait, you don't have to wait for nobody, right? I forgot that song. I'm trying to think of the song that says that. Sheesh, I got it on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Crap. Oh, it's a Spanish song. Bebé, no esperes por nadie. Tú no necesitas a nadie. So don't wait on anyone, right? The Magician here, I feel like, again, something else is coming in. There are other opportunities. You have everything that you need. It's about knowing your worth as well, standing in your power and valuing yourself with that King of Pentacles there, right? Being willing to wait for what is actually in alignment and meant for you. What is coming in for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in love? The Ten of Wands. You have to end that cycle first, okay? This is, it's a burden, all right? I feel like you're feeling a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like this person was breadcrumbing you, and it could have been even a situation where you weren't even in this for too long, because pages are, you know, something new. It's like the beginning of something new. It was crossing this. So I feel like there's somebody who could have been breadcrumbing you, giving you a little bit just to keep you around, right? Entertained you when you were bored. New love is coming in for you. That's what's coming in. But you got to be willing to disconnect from this situation. What is coming in for Libra? Judgment. Okay, so I do feel like this person could come back around apologizing, but you got to be very careful with this person, especially if the apology comes without change behavior. Now, Judgment card is also about having an awakening, so I feel like you are awakening to your own inner strength, your own power, right? The Ace of Swords with the Judgment is like coming to the realization about how you continue to make certain decisions. Also with that Justice card, like, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You gotta, you know, something else I saw on social media the other day, which was like, why do men lie to women about, I don't know what it was, about certain things or about other women or something like that? Why can't they just be honest about, you know, not wanting something? And I remember I replied, because most women aren't ready to hear the truth. And that is just the truth. As women, you know, we are naturally emotional beings, and it takes work to learn how to apply that intellect, right? And put our feelings to the side sometimes and say, okay, I see, I know, despite what it is that I feel, because I'm feeling all of these things, because maybe this person gave me the attention that I hadn't gotten in a long time. That felt good, you know, that attention, that passion. But what is this? And being honest, being able to, being open to the truth, and being able to acknowledge and accept the truth, because you can say from your mouth, you know, oh yeah, tell me the truth, but are you really ready for that truth? And the truth is, many of us aren't, right? Because even when that truth is spoken, we either begin to try to manipulate things, we will fold to get, you know, we will dumb ourselves down, take less than what we deserve, just so that we have that person there, right? And if you're a male, obviously flip this around. This applies to you as well, right? Being able to be honest with yourself, waiting for what you deserve. I feel like there's a wish fulfillment coming in, aqua energy, a lot of air energy here, right? You may have strong air energy in your chart outside of you being a Libra, but you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? So this is about being able to wait, again, because something's coming in for you, but you have to be in the energy to receive it. You have to be receptive to it, and ultimately you can't start any new cycle when you're still attached to something in the past, and something that's already let you go or trying to let go. You know the saying, let go or be dragged, right? And I feel like right now you're keeping yourself in a position, you know, you're stuck because you want to be stuck, because you're not making the decision to move away from something that has already left you, okay? Yeah, the High Priestess. You have this inner knowing, okay? I feel like this person had a lot of secrets, and there's just a lot that you don't know and didn't know about this person. But I do feel like, look at this from another perspective, right? This is a pause on, you know, if you feel like, okay, nothing's happening, it's for a reason, right? Again, be willing to wait for whatever it is that you deserve. One more for advice. And follow your intuition. Use discernment. Like, you know when you feel something, is not right for you. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Value yourself. Okay, know your worth. Stand in your power. And don't be, be willing to wait for what you deserve. Don't be quick to take something just for the sake of having, or rather, don't be quick to accept anything just for the sake of having something, okay? Know your worth, know your value, okay? You are a very nurturing person. You are a very giving person, okay? I feel like there's going to be somebody who's going to come in with the Page of Cups here, communicate something that you're not seeing because you're so focused on this situation that you're not even open to the adjacent possibilities, okay? But I do feel like there's someone else who comes in here and you're not noticing this and makes you an offer that is more stable, more solid, and more aligned with you. The Magician, again, okay, this is communication and this is action. So I feel like, yes, there's somebody who's going to take action toward you that is going to bring you much more happiness. It's going to be much more in alignment with you. It is meant for you. Okay, there's an opportunity that's meant for you, but you got to stop holding on to what isn't yours. I am going to leave it there, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did and it resonated, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Hopefully you've already subscribed, but if you haven't, what's going on with my speech? If you haven't, I hope that you consider subscribing. Also, if you're interested in following me on my other social media platform, you can do that. All of the information, including how to contact me for a reading, a personal reading, will be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.